out of Eastern India. The company has established a very strong franchise with close to 100 with around 136 stores as of March 31st, 2023. This includes a combination of company operated showrooms, which number 75, and franchise showrooms, which number 61. Shivankar himself is a fourth generation entrepreneur, with the business having started more than 5 decades ago. I would not belabor and talk a lot about the company. I would let Shivankar and Sanjay ji do more of the talking. Primary issuance and a secondary issuance. The company is raising 270 crores of primary and 135 crores of secondaries being sold by one of the private equity investors in the company, SAIF Partners. This is one of the very few jewelry companies to have 2 private equity investors currently in their cap table. One is SAIF Partners, who've been there for the last 8 years, and Oman Investment Funds, which have joined the cap table a year or so back. Most of the primary portion will be utilized for working capital purposes. The amount contemplated for working capital use will be 196 crores, and the residual portion out of 270 crores would be utilized for general corporate purposes. The IPO price band has been announced yesterday. You must have seen.
Senco Gold and Diamond. As Pinak was saying, that it's a company with a legacy of more than 50 years, 4 generations. A little bit about me. I finished my MBA from IIT Ghaziabad. Prior to that, I did my college economics honors from Xavier's, Calcutta. And then in the year 2008, when I joined business, it was a 134 crore kind of a turnover. So me, along with my father, we said that let's aim for 1,000 crore turnover. As we speak to you in the last financial year, our PAT itself was 157 crore plus, and turnover was 4,000 crores and above. So this is how I guess that a dream and a vision that begins, and we work on towards fulfilling that dream and a vision, and we keep moving forward, and we keep achieving our goals and keep succeeding in life. So, as a thought process, myself, Shivankar, the MD and CEO of the company, and Mr. Sanjay Banka, our CFO, will take you through the presentations, and then we'll be there for of our late founder, chairman, my father, late Sri Shankar Sen. We lost him to the first wave of COVID. It was his dream and mine together that we take the company forward towards creating a self-sustainable organization, creating opportunities for more employment, creating wealth for all our stakeholders, and this is how we would like to continue to follow the vision of our late Sri Shankar Sen. We know is very close to the heart of the Indian women and overall to the culture of the country. But over the last 10 years, what we have been seeing is that there is a steady shift happening from the unorganized sector to the organized sector, be it the regulatory changes, be it the consumer preferences being different and changing. So along with that, as an industry, we are becoming much more organized. And it is this shift that is happening which is working as a tailwind for us as an organized player to move and grow forward. That wedding jewelry segment we see is over a period of time is losing its share. It is now about 45 to 50%, but the daily wear, everyday wear, the lightweight jewelry, that is increasing. And you will be happy to know that Senco Gold and Diamond has an average ticket size of only 60 to 70,000 rupees, which is like 8 to 9 grams of gold. So our focus is, yes, provide experience, provide luxury, but do it which is affordable for the Indian consumers. And that is what is driving us and helping us to grow forward in a very strong way. Say that the beginning of a franchisee model, and we can proudly tell you that we are one of the few jewelry companies in the country that has successfully implemented the franchisee model and has been running it for the last 20 years. So out of, as Pinak said, that 75 company-owned, company-operated stores and 61 franchisees and more in the pipeline. So what is exactly happening is that our ability to penetrate into the tier 2, 3, 4 towns of the country, with this growth that we see that India is 15 years, as a brand, we can penetrate deeper into the smaller towns of the country as well. Partners as one of our private equity partners in the year 2014. And again, in 2022, we had SBI Oman Joint Venture Fund investing into our company. Now just imagine that 2 private equity players in a jewelry company just shows of the trust, the transparency, the governance, and the willingness to work with people. Not only the well-wishing packaging that we do for our franchisees for their growth, because their growth is our growth. It is also the growth of our shareholders that will also help us to grow as a company. So we have been working many years, and it's a very strong, robust relationship, and this is what we would like to continue going forward. Third, you should invest in Senco. The first and primary reason is that if you see that from the last 15 years in terms of the growth, it's been a 30x growth. And if you look at the financial performance year on year and compare it with our fellow industry players, you will see that it is amongst the best in the industry. So this is one of the main reasons financially that you should think of investing into Senco. The second reason you'll see is that we are the leaders from where we belong. So be it Bengal or Eastern India, in terms of number of stores, we've been able to penetrate very deep into the markets, and also a very concentrated, focused, strategic, contiguous growth that we are having in the eastern and the northern part of the country. And we are very much aware that India is a large country. There are a lot of opportunities in various states and districts, and we want to go state by state in a focused manner, so that our return on capital, leveraging the brand, leveraging the goodwill that we have been created, the economies of scale in terms of the marketing spends and the other management bandwidth that we have, it should all be very, very well utilized and efficiently used. So it is that model which is helping us to grow in a steady state manner. The two private equity players we already have spoken to you about. The other aspect is on the hub and spoke model. We consider ourselves phygital or omni-channel. Why? Because you have your company-owned stores, you have your franchisees, you have your website, you have your app. So through various tools and means, we are trying to reach out to the customers, and we feel that this reaching out will happen more and more, awareness will keep growing. We also have something called a My DigiGold. Now that is a lockdown baby. So customers today, there is a monthly installment scheme called Swarna Yojana, which is fine that you save in the form of money. But today's young generation customer wants convenience and easy things to happen in a very easy way. So we've got something called a My DigiGold. For as low as rupees 250, 300 rupees, you can just download the app and buy gold, save it. You want to sell it, you can sell it. You want to redeem it at the stores, you can redeem it at the store. So this is how we are trying to create convenience for our customers, so that ultimately we end up buying more and more jewelry. And finally, see, trust is a very integral part of the jewelry sector. We have been there for more than 50 years. There is an agency called Trust Research Agency. In the last 3 years, continuously after one of our industry leaders, we consider ourselves as the second most trusted brand in the country because of that report. And it is with this that our teams in marketing,